Welcome to the fourth part of the lesson, respiration. The topics covered in this part are gaseous exchange at lung level, transportation of gases, gaseous exchange at tissue level. The lungs contain numerous small units of sac-like structures called alveoli. These are 1 cell thick and are supplied by blood capillaries. Gaseous exchange within the lungs takes place by the process of diffusion from alveoli to blood and vice versa. The blood that is dark red in color flows from the heart into capillaries and collects oxygen from alveoli. At the same time, the CO2, that is carbon dioxide, present in the blood diffuses into alveoli. This is expelled out when we exhale the air. The bright red oxygen-rich blood returns to the heart and is pumped to all parts of the body. Here you can observe the process of breathing and gaseous exchange at the alveoli level. Before distributing to different parts, first the oxygen should be mixed with the blood. That is, only the oxygen gas has the capacity to combine with the hemoglobin that is present in the blood. Hemoglobin, which is present in the blood, acts as oxygen carrier. So as you can see here, hemoglobin can combine with oxygen gas and converts into oxyhemoglobin. In this form, it carries oxygen to all parts of the cells where it again dissociates to release oxygen into the cells. Similarly, carbon dioxide released by cell also combines with hemoglobin and is released outside. Did you know? At the height of 13 kilometers from the sea level, the amount of oxygen in the air decreases about 1/5. In this condition, only half of the oxygen molecules can combine with the blood. So at this situation, human life is almost impossible at that altitudes. So the persons who climb the mountains, that is mountaineers, carry pressurized oxygen cabins to enrich the supply of oxygen. The capillaries that carry the blood that contains oxyhemoglobin releases the oxygen molecules into the cells. The cells utilize oxygen to break down glucose and produces carbon dioxide, water and energy. This energy is utilized for the different purposes to perform the life process of the cell. This is the end of fourth part. We shall discuss the concept of cellular respiration in the next video.